What is up YouTube, RiskzzHD here again with another Modern Warfare video today. Before we jump into the video about how to customize the M13 to make it the Honey Badger, I'd just like to quickly say that I hope you enjoyed those intro clips. One should have been a 5-on but was split and the feed faded in a really weird way, which was really frustrating, but nonetheless it was still quite a sick clip. Also, the gameplay in today's video is, in my opinion, really good. I think I got a 40 kill streak in ground war. That's with kill streak kills, obviously. I'm not quite good enough to drop a nuke yet, but I'm still going for it. And yeah, both the intro clips and the gameplay today really show the power of this class, so I hope you find it as helpful as I did. Anyway, on to the class setup and how to convert the M13 into the Honey Badger in Modern Warfare. So, on the screen now you should see the attachments I'm running. 3 of these attachments are necessary to make it the Honey Badger and the final 2 are optional. And after I've explained why I use these attachments, I'll let you know my overall opinions on the gun, which are really positive. So the 3 attachments that are necessary are the Tempest Cyclone Barrel, the FFS Close Quarters Stock, and the 300 Blackout ammunition. The final 2 attachments that I like to run are the Stipple Grip Tape on the rear grip and the GI Mini Reflex Optic. And yeah, now we'll cover the 3 required attachments and then I'll go over why I choose the 2 optional ones. So the Tempest Cyclone Barrel is essentially the integrated suppressor that the Honey Badger has, and it increases your bullet velocity and adds sound suppression, like suppressors do. Unfortunately, this attachment does prevent you from running an extra muzzle attachment, and it does decrease your aim down sight speed, which is quite frustrating. However, overall I think it's a great attachment and really helps the stealthy playstyle that you want to use with this gun, and if you want to convert this into the Honey Badger you do need to run this attachment. So the next attachment that's required is the FFS Close Quarter Stock, which is really helpful. It increases the aim down sight speed, so essentially makes up for the decrease caused by the Tempest Cyclone Barrel, which is why they're both worth running. And this does come at the cost of aiming stability. However, I don't mind this too much as I don't think it affects the gun that much from my experience. The final necessary attachment to make the Honey Badger, and possibly in my opinion the coolest attachment in the entire game, are the 300 Blackout rounds. These increase the damage range, which is just fantastic on basically any gun. Modern Warfare has so many large maps with really long lines of sight. It's so helpful to increase your damage range to hopefully make it so you need to land like maybe 1 or 2 less shots to kill at those longer ranges. This ammunition type also makes the gun the ultimate stealth weapon. They make it so there are no visible traces on the bullets, which means when you fire, enemies can't see the bullets fly across their screen. This will result in enemies being more confused and unaware when you shoot them while on a flank, making the gun even better for stealth tactics as they can't tell where they're being shot from. Now this sounds like quite a small change, but it's actually really impactful, especially on ground war, as there are so many different angles where they could be getting shot from, and I guess that's the way it is on most Modern Warfare maps. But when they can't see where the bullets are flying from, it just helps out so much. Also, the attachment has a third benefit if both of those things weren't good enough before. It also ensures that after an enemy dies, no skull appears to tell the enemies that their teammate died there. This is really helpful again while on the flank or playing stealthily, as you can sneak around and no one can track you and just tell that you were coming up behind them because you killed one of their teammates. As I said, this attachment is just truly awesome. It does have 2 downsides though. Firstly, it decreases your recoil control, which is quite frustrating, but I didn't notice it too much while playing, and as long as you're good at controlling your recoil anyway, you should be fine. And it also decreases your bullet velocity, which is frustrating when going for like longer range kills. But as I said, it does increase your damage range, so I guess there's a little bit of a trade-off there. However, also the Tempest Cyclone Barrel does increase your bullet velocity, so you don't need to worry too much about this. In my opinion, this attachment is just absolutely amazing, and it's what makes the Honey Badger such a unique gun in this game. Now, onto the 2 optional attachments that I choose to run. I run the Stipple Grip Tape to increase my aim down sight speed and increase my sprint to fire speed. This attachment is a must-have on basically any gun because it helps you get your gun ready when getting into gunfights, as shooting first is obviously really important. This does come at a downside to aiming stability, however I think the gun's stable enough and it kills really quickly anyway. It's got really high rate of fire, so you don't need to worry too much. The final attachment that I use is the GI Mini Reflex Optic. I run this one because I really like the way it looks and feels, and it does help me get like longer range kills having an optic on the gun. However, if you prefer a different one, then I definitely recommend you run that, as it's important to use whatever you feel most comfortable with when making your class. And yeah, also I'll finally mention that I recommend you run Ghost as your perk 2 with this class, as it helps add to the stealth effect, and if you want to go all out, run Dead Silence as well. However, I find that sometimes I have to use the ammo crate because this gun does guzzle ammo, which I'll talk about in a second. Now I'll quickly give you my opinion on the gun overall. I believe that this is definitely the best gun for stealth gameplay in the entire game, hands down. The only downside to this class is that it just burns through ammunition like nothing else, as I said before, and you run out of ammo so quickly. So yeah, you have to be quite conservative with your ammo. It's not so bad in ground war though. If you're running the ammo pack, or you might not even need to do that in ground war though, because you have those ammo stations which are really helpful on replenishing ammo. But yeah, apart from that, I think this is one of my favourite guns in the game. I just had an absolute blast using it, and yeah, it's currently the assault rifle that I'm having the most fun with. It handles so well, and ever since Ghosts, I've always had a soft spot for the Honey Badger. It's definitely one of my favourite guns in COD history. Finally, I would like to say I hope you all find as much success as I did with this class setup, as I thought it was really strong and I got some awesome gameplay with it. I'd also like to say a massive thank you for all the support on the channel recently. We've been gaining a lot of new subscribers, and the continued support from all you legends who've been subscribed for a long time truly means a lot. The Model 680 class setup video that I made now has almost 5,000 views, which is just absolutely mental. Comment down below what gun you'd like me to cover next, or how I can improve my videos, as I'm always trying to make the highest quality I can for you guys. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video, subscribe if you're new, as you're on the road to 200 subscribers. As always, this has been RiskzzHD, and I hope all you legends have a fantastic week.